Hey everybody, this is a video which is going to break down Blackbird for you to another level, where we're going to take the shapes we've been playing, etc. Yeah, those shapes, and we're going to look at the chords that are underneath those shapes. So it's important to realize as we're playing this song, all these shapes we're moving our fingers through, which we're practicing, actually are inferring chords. Okay, every song has a harmony which is underpinned with chords, and these two note patterns we're playing is actually going to infer chords. Okay, now depending where you are on your chord vocabulary and your harmony in theory, this may be a little heady for you, but I'm going to go through it quite quickly and then we can talk more in our lessons. But you may want to refer back to this every now and then as you're working through the song, just so you understand each piece that's going on. So let's take a look at the introduction where we're playing. Here's our chord shape. Those are our shapes. So the first shape we have actually infers a G chord. We have a G note here and a B string. So we have a G note, a G chord, an A string and a C note, which is A minor 7. A minor 7, that's the second chord that's inferred. We have a G over B chord. Okay, and then from there we slide all the way up and have a G chord here, where a G note is here with a B note there. Okay, so we've got B, A minor 7, another B chord or a B over G, G over B rather, and then we slide all the way up to our G chord there. That's the first part. The second part, which looks like this, okay, this is quite interesting. We have a C chord here. Okay, C note here, and an E note there. C, so it's a C chord. This one is kind of nice. It's actually an A7 chord. So the 7 is inferred by this G note here, and actually we're only playing the third of the chord. The root of the chord is missing, but it's inferring an A7 chord. Okay. We then move up to here, where we're playing a D chord using a D note and F sharp, and then we switch our fingers around. And again, this is another 7 chord, and they're inferring a B7 chord. Okay, A being the B7, sorry, A being the 7 of the chord, and D sharp being the third. Okay, so we've got C chord, A7, D chord, B7, and then we end up here. And this actually is an E minor chord. If I play an E minor bar chord, there's my E minor bar chord. We then slide this finger down, and this actually becomes an E minor major 7 chord. Okay, that's the movement that's happening. Okay, so quite some advanced chords there, but it's E minor chord to E minor major 7, walking back into a D chord to A7, okay, to a C chord. So the next part, as you walk down, becomes a C minor chord. There's my C minor chord. Walking down to a shape we've used before, which is a G chord, a B over G chord. Okay, into the A7. Okay, now this chord here, we take our first finger down here and play the open D string. We're inferring a D7 note, D7 chord. Then we get back to G. Now, the chorus, which comes way up here, let's look at those chords. So right up here we have an F note here. This is an F. This is our F chord. That's our E minor chord we've seen before. This will be a D minor chord, same shape as the E minor one, down 2 frets. We then come down to one we've used before as a C chord. There's my C shape, there's my C chord. Then we slide down 2 frets and we get a B flat chord, this note being B flat, the root. There's my B flat chord. And that's B flat. So this chorus part would be F, E minor, D minor, C, B flat. So those are all the chord pieces there, and I find this really fascinating to look at when you look at when you consider what McCartney and Beatles were listening to. There's a classical piece that this is based on that they were listening to at the time, and I can't remember the name of it, but I know it's a classical piece of music they were listening to where a lot of this stuff came from. So I hope you find it interesting. If you have questions, let's talk about the lessons. Again, always important when we're playing a song is to try not just to copy the pattern and the shapes, okay, and get our fingers around it, which we do, but try to at least understand the concept of what's going on, that we're playing chords and we're playing, and just with 2-note chords, you know, we can infer a whole chord structure just by two notes if we phrase them correctly. Thanks so much. Bye.